I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. For the call of this one, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Now they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career, but that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Wait, set, 29, Alpha. Blue there. Shadow.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Brady to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. This is Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now. This is Williams. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Yellow.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down now, it's Williams. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Wait 10, wait 20. Check 53. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Wait 28. Hey, both 66.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Getting the sense this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady now to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call PPR?
Receiver still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On play action, it's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has 1 touchdown pass. You know he's looking for a few more before this one's over. Those wideouts will get plenty of opportunities to try and score again.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3
On the delay, Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Brady now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
Gay is on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check. Before you fire the mic. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Williams. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
And Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And we roll tape now on his solid performance.
And what we've been seeing so far is a great combination of finesse and aggressiveness in running his routes and making plays. That's what you want in any type of a receiver. The guy knows exactly what to do on a given play and ends up making the plays that help your team win.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 26, check 26. Let me hit. 72.
Now Brady on the bootleg. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Wait, set. 180. 53. Mike. Let's go. Let's go out. No,
on 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 17-0 our score after 1. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They go play fake. Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Williams. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good stop, baby. That's a baby stop. Regular.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Is complete to Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Under 10.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Wait, 10, wait, 20. Mike's 56. Got to do better. Come on,
Brady now on 1st down. And he finds Howard complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Wide, 20 hut.
A run with Ogunbowale. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady. He's got Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Wait, set 29, Alpha. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, Alabama.
After the penalty, it's Jones. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Brady, over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Brady to throw again. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's caught by Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. The final shot before half for Brady. Completes it to Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Wait, set, round 80, round 80, 53 is mine. 1, 2, 3, 80,
now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I'm here all day. My time.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
50, 10, 180, check 53. I'm coming for you. You mine. Go Bandit.
On 1st down, Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Push him back. Push him back. That's me too.
Play action. Now it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Wait, 20! 56! Defense wins championships, baby! Slam! 53, land now!
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Go! Reload!
Now Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Wait, 20! Mike, number 53! Mike, 53! Watch the run! Sugar!
On 2nd and a couple. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and goal from the 1. This is caught by Dare Ogunbowale. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to pour it on.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
So we got man.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Mahomes now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Mahomes now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
I'm coming, baby.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Now Mahomes over the middle. He's got Watkins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
Yellow.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Yellow. On the line, Eddie. I got you. I got you.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I go, Lou, Eddie. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go.
Now here's Mahomes. Well, this is caught by Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gay is on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. They complete it to Hill. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Yellow, I got Will 80. Light 54. I got him.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mahomes to throw once more. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 21 yards away. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, it's Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
You must be dreaming.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, come on.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mahomes firing complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Mahomes going to go on fourth down, looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.